Thank you so much for joining us today on Passion. I'm your host, Britt Ivy, and today with us we have Dr. Gokani and his beautiful wife, Kamud Gokani. Welcome, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So grateful that you are here today.
We are so excited.
It's our pleasure to be.
Well, I had so much fun in our pre-interview where we met and we got to hang out for an hour and visit and hear stories about India and wildlife safaris and, most importantly, the love of your life, your marriage, which is based on a beautiful friendship. So I'll be asking you a little bit about that, and we will be playing a clip or two since each of you have your own television show. So the set holds 3 television producers and hosts, so we are having fun today. And before I turn it over to you, I want to let our audience know, because this is quite amazing, that today is your 55th wedding anniversary. Woo!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Everybody's blessing.
Amazing. Well, in today's world, that is really a feat to behold. That is beautiful. And I know that you have been together longer than that, but married 55. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your courtship, Dr. Gokani? How long you've known each other and how you got to know each other?
Yeah, if you want to know, I will tell you exactly as it happened. Because our is a arranged marriage, what you call it.
Arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage.
Okay.
And this first encounter with each other was in presence of 10 to 12 elders of both family.
10 to 12 elders from each of your families.
Yeah.
And for the arranged marriage.
Yeah, and when we met first time, just we talked about 3 to 5 minutes. That's it.
Oh, they only allowed you to see her for 3 to 5 minutes?
Yeah, otherwise they thought that we may go nearer, so we are sitting about 10 feet apart, you know.
Wonderful. Were you excited when you saw her?
Oh, I cannot tell you after 55 years, but I was.
Wonderful. Well, I bet were you excited when you saw him too?
The thing is, our weddings are based on elders' wisdom. Because the young people, they really don't know what to look in each other, whereas elders, they see each other's family history, from where his and her mother comes, so mother's side of family, how well they are in the society, what is their credits in the society. So the marriage is based on those things, on their wisdom. So because young people, they really don't have that big mind.
Yeah, more than physical
mind.
attraction, you know.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
Perhaps that is why arranged marriages does stay long.
Well, this is fascinating because love is a choice as well. Love is not just feeling. Love is a choice.
Yes.
And I love what you're sharing because I didn't realize that the wisdom of both families and the history and knowing your personalities as young people, so you weren't carried away by your young people's emotions and, as Dr. Gokani said, the physical attraction. Even not young people get carried away by those things, and boy, that would be really wonderful to have the guidance of both families in choosing a partner. I'm curious now, is the divorce rate in India what it is here in the United States, 50%?
No,
not at all.
Hardly 5%.
Hardly 5%.
Hardly. At least I have not heard till I was 40 or 50 years old that anybody in and around our family or friends, anybody got divorced.
Amazing, amazing.
Because you see, as you said, it is arranged marriage, but they give full freedom to say yes or no to each partner, and then also they do the engagement ceremony, and then we have got enough time to see each other and but you know they don't allow us before the engagement, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So you still have time.
To know each other. And you know, energy wise, although we don't, I mean, young people don't know what is energy, but they can feel that can they get along or
Right,
not.
right. That is very wise to have the engagement
So
period.
we had that courting period. Answering your question, we had 3 years of courting,
3 years.
and then we got married.
Wonderful. Were you ever allowed in the 3 years to be alone?
Yes,
Yes.
Many
because actually we were in the same city, in the different university and different colleges, and we were meeting, and our parents were knowing.
I see. I see. So you were each in college, but a separate college.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was going to be medical doctor.
Right,
And
right.
she was in the art
Arts
college because
student.
economics and philosophy, and I don't like either of that.
Okay. Well, you ended up loving each other very much and having a wonderful, successful marriage. This is so wonderful. We didn't get to this part in the pre-interview. This is very enlightening, and we'd probably have less of a divorce rate in our country if people took marriage and marriage vows as seriously as you do. It is a lifetime commitment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And in where you come from, evidently, that's the mindset that you went
Yeah.
into. This is life. And it is so important, Kamud, to find the energy. You get somebody, some people are just high energy and low energy, and it may not work. So it's good for me to hear that they do have the option to say no. If there is something that just this may not be successful, and just with peace, say maybe we choose somebody else. So they do have that option.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I would like to show the audience your wedding picture.
Okay.
And we took a still of that. So when you're ready in the control room, please show the audience Dr. Krishna
I was
Gokani and
19-year-old
Mrs.
then. And
Kamud Gokani. 19? Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Well, doctor, you still look pretty kicked back there in that picture.
And
Wonderful.
I had finished my MD, and I was doing my first housemanship in the hospital when we got married.
Wow. Congratulations, you two. It's really amazing.
Thank you.
And doctor, you've been a doctor in 3 countries, Africa, India, and England, correct?
Yes, correct.
Practiced in all 3 countries.
Yes.
Well, congratulations for that as well.
Thank you.
All right.
And that gave me the vast experience in different culture, different diseases, and how they treat differently from what I had learned from England, because I did my post-graduation in London. So it was a new vision to see in Africa the way everybody is being treated for the same disease, you know.
Interesting, interesting. Well, we are actually going to show the audience a clip here in a minute or two about a doctor that you interviewed on one of your television shows who works in cardiology.
Yes.
And he is speaking about the physical heart. Both you and I have both had heart attacks
Yeah.
around the 40-year age and are both now healthier than ever. Praise God. Wonderful.
And you are 40
Yes.
years age, and I had my first heart attack 40 years ago, exactly tomorrow,
Tomorrow is the, wow.
30th of April.
But you were also 40 then.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Well, the interesting thing as well about that clip and what we're talking about today, the health of the body and the mind and the spirit and the health of a marriage, a relationship, they're all very interrelated. And you were telling me about how stress levels can actually cause anxiety and cause physical disease, dis-ease, not at
Yeah,
ease.
yeah.
So this clip that we're going to go to now is you interviewing the doctor of cardiology who,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still practicing or not, but it's a wonderful interview. And at the end, I encourage the audience to pay close attention to Dr. Gokani's words about marriage, relationship, and friendship, most importantly. So Okay, control room, we are ready for clip 1, please.
Welcome, friends, to the another show of Art and Awareness of Happy Health. My name is Swami Anand Krishna, that is initiated name given by Osho, and I have got a very wonderful person, being and doctor also as my guest today. His name is Brian Morrison. I welcome you, Brian, and
you,
I
Krishna.
request you to just introduce yourself the way you would.
My name is Brian Morrison. I'm a cardiologist with Southern Oregon Cardiology in Medford. I've been here in practice 18 years now here in Southern Oregon, and I take care of children and adults with heart disease.
Shall we start with the heart attack?
So, treatment of myocardial infarction or heart attack has come really a long way, even in just the time that I've been a cardiologist, these last 20 years. We are in such a lucky place here in Southern Oregon in that we have state-of-the-art leading care for treatment of heart attack right here where we live. We have a program, we call it the STEMI program. It stands for ST segment elevation myocardial infarction, which is how we define a significant heart attack. That results in people being brought directly to the cardiologist waiting for them at the hospital to perform an emergency procedure to open up the blockage which is causing the heart attack.
My question to Brian is there any side effect of this stent, which is, you said, made of steel or whatever material it is?
No, it's an important question. No one is allergic to a stent. They do not degrade. They will stay implanted in that artery forever and ever. The stent technology and how we do things technologically has improved to the point where we can have great confidence and very, very long-term success of that.
Brian is not only one of the best cardiologists, but is the best human being, and I will say I have got a best friend. He is my cardiologist, but he is more than a cardiologist to me, and the friendship is the best thing in life one can have, even more than the spouse even, I can say that. Because ultimately, if your spouse doesn't become your friend, then that is not matured relationship.
Beautiful. That was amazing. Thank you for bringing that clip, Dr. Gokani.
Thank you.
I want to take this moment to ask you, with 58 years together, 55 married, 3 courting, what is the best piece of information that you would offer to our audience and to myself about friendship in marriage? Because we come to the ceremony thinking everything's going to be fine because we're high on emotions, and in this country, most marriages, a typical marriage, does not devote, even if there is the long courting time, it's usually not as formal with as much thought about how can we make this successful. And I find many of my friends, or you hear about people that are in marriages that their partner's not their best friend, and that can cause such heartache. And you contend that if you're not best friends, it's really not even a marriage. Can you speak to that a little bit? You two, well, you first, Dr. Gokani, and then Kamud.
Oh, okay. You know,
to help people.
Yeah, we start with our partner without knowing much about each other. As I said, it is arranged marriage, though we have got courting period, but we know, I will say, even after years of marriage also, you know superficially about your partner. More and more you become friends, and you leave your ego behind, because you see why the marriages in the Western countries are failing or ending up to divorce is due to everybody is trying to show the other partner that I am superior.
Oh, ego.
Ego, that I am better than you, or I am earning more than you, whatever it is, but I and you, they never think of we.
So it's a competition more
Yes.
of so it's two I's instead of a we, you're
Yeah.
saying. That is brilliant. I like how you put that. That is simple but profound.
Yeah.
So if the other would feel, how can I serve better? How can I maybe even, it may sound odd, not be less than you, but let you go first, not have my pride in having to prove I'm better than you or I do this better, but how can we be a good we? Because then you're an example of a success to other people that want a good marriage like you have.
True love is always a giver rather than a taker. But here in the Western, how much I should get from the other. But then that relationship may end up in anywhere or on the rocks, because you see, they think that I want this and he or she doesn't give me that. Whatever, whether it is physical level, mental level, or any other different level. But if you are a giver and real love, if person understands the meaning of not only spelling or word love, but love is a giver always, without expecting back, then that relationship will be always there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that is my takeaway for today. True love is the giver.
Yes.
True love is not the taker. And sometimes we have to receive, but to be thinking, if both people are thinking, how can I give?
Yeah.
Then you win.
Yeah.
Then you win. Wonderful. Thank you. So before we turn to the cooking portion, I just really want to thank you for that
Thank you.
wonderful word
Thank you
of
for
wisdom.
inviting us.
Yes, thank you. And Kamud, did you want to add anything about the marriage before we switch to this beautiful food?
Surrendering.
Surrender? Oh, both or just one?
Surrender not to the person but to the love.
To the love.
That you married your partner because you want to love somebody and you want to be loved by somebody. So, and you know, there can be always, there are going to be some conflicts, but always you surrender to love. That because I want to share my love, I will accept it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
That works. And commitment, that I want my marriage to work. Not that if it doesn't work, I will divorce.
Right.
No, you want to make your marriage work.
Beautiful.
And it happens from both the sides and then it works. So
Beautiful. Well, thanks for being an example of that for us, you two. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, well, I would like to let our audience know that in addition to you each having your own television show, Cooking with Kumud is on the air weekly, correct? Several times a week, correct? And I am smelling this aroma here for the last 20 minutes, and
You got a spoon there.
I do see the spoon. I see the spoon. I will definitely be having a bite in a minute, but if I'm chewing, I better ask the question first.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if I'm chewing, I can't really talk. What is this delicious? Is there cinnamon in this rice?
There is. There
Oh,
are
I
You
smell
got a
this.
nice
beautiful.
sense of smell.
Yes.
You know, our brain, all these herbs which I put in my food that enhances your brain
Oh,
and makes your mind more active.
that's why I'm signing up for your cooking classes. In fact, we're going to show a flyer in a moment of Kamud's cooking classes. So you can
Yes.
get ready for that in the studio, please, to show the flyer of Kamud's cooking
This is
classes. I'm
Palak
committed
Paneer.
to taking a series of your classes. My brain needs all the happy, joy, help it can get. So please tell us what this dish
This
is.
is palak paneer.
Palak means
That is
spinach.
everyone's very favorite food.
Oh, yes, both of them.
Yeah.
And do you put one on the other, or?
Yes.
Okay, you know, kids in the United States would say, don't let them touch on the plate, right? But
No, we like to eat, have a bite of this and bite of that, or mix. and
wonderful.
eat.
Okay. Well, I know your food is also for sale at the Ashland Food Co-op, so
That's right.
that's quite a blessing.
Yeah.
My favorite is your cookie with 32 herbs in it. It's not a cookie. What do you call it?
Protein bar. 32
Protein boy.
protein bar.
That is delicious. Those things are amazing.
It has 32 kind of Indian herbs.
So it helps my brain when I'm eating dessert. I like it.
Which balances.
And balance
All
as well.
Vata, Pitta, Kapha.
Oh,
It balances
yes. Okay.
everything.
Wonderful.
And it gives really warmth to your body also.
I like that. Well, I am looking forward to eating that with you too in about 7 minutes when we wrap up here.
Okay.
And I won't mess up my lipstick that way either. I may not be able to stand it and have a bite though. Speaking of your cooking class, we also have, I believe, a shot of your book. Did we take a shot of your book, the
Yes.
front cover of your book?
Yeah.
It's really an amazing, amazing thing to go into the local food store and see that, go in the co-op, and say, that's my friend Kamud wrote that book. And it's just a beautiful book. Many recipes.
Many recipes and many experiences of my life. Many places I traveled, many enlightened masters I met, and I cook for them. So there are so many things to share. I would say experience of my life is in this book.
I like that about your book. It's not just recipes. It's a whole conglomeration of a life. You know,
And
congratulations.
Same thing with my cooking classes also. That it's not just cooking class, but lot of knowledge about all the herbs I use, the spices, herbs, and how to handle the food, how to handle the grains, how to wash, what to do. So it covers so many things.
Comprehensive. Wonderful.
And when people come to me, they see me as, I represent India. So it's such a special experience, and then I talk about my experiences or my family stories, and people love it.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Well, before we go to the clip now of your cooking show, we're going to show the audience a clip of Kamud's cooking show. I just want to mention 5 generations you've been masters of chefs in your family. Is that correct? Is that on your side?
Yes.
Wow.
No,
Both
on
sides.
his side.
Ah,
On
your
his
husband's side.
Yeah.
Amazing. 5 generations.
5
So how many years is that? 300 years?
No. His grandpa, it started from
From
him.
his grandpa. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. And
Okay.
granddaughter has own restaurant here.
Really?
Yeah, that's the 5th generation.
What restaurant is that?
Obron Tavern.
Wonderful. Yes. Well, congratulations. I didn't know that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and show the clip of Kamud Gokani on the set of her television show. Chef.
Okay. Please tell what you are adding to my viewers. A tiny bit of turmeric, although it's tomato rice, but it gives a beautiful color.
And then chili powder.
Okay. And my many students love little hot food.
And I'm going to put garam masala.
And garam masala. Right.
Just saute it a little bit, and then I'm going to add the tomatoes.
Okay. You know, if you have fresh tomatoes, nothing is so good. I always have big crew and I always make big part at home. And I asked her, what should I use? She said, fresh tomatoes. Don't forget the salt, otherwise no matter whatever spices are there without salt. Shop and Cart has sponsored my show, and I'm so ever thankful to Shop and Cart. And now she will put rice inside.
Mix them properly. So,
Looks so yummy.
and tomato rice can be had with so many things. You can have it with dal on its own, with curds. Dal is any lentil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, any lentil. I like to cook my own garbanzo, soak the garbanzo for 5-6 hours, and then boil it for 40 minutes, and then drain it out. If you don't have time, you can use the cane garbanzo. And then it becomes really a quick dish. And we are so very proud. In our family, since 5 generations, there is a chef. So it's a big thing, 5 generations.
We do like good food.
And everyone is a cook in the
Yeah.
family.
What a blessing you are to the community. Your show is one of the most popular, I know, in the area. And I thank you so much for bringing your wisdom about marriage and food and life here today. That was really nice to see that clip. I would also like to share with our audience that your cooking classes are 4 times a week, 2 hours per class, only $30, and that includes the food, correct?
Yes.
And you eat
And
wonderful.
recipe.
And the recipes. Okay, wonderful. I look forward to
meal.
that. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for sharing your passion for food, each other, marriage, and
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
supporting me and coming on Passion today.
Thank you.
I appreciate you both.
We really enjoyed. Thank you.
All right, my privilege. Thank you so much for joining us on Passion. We look forward to seeing you again soon.